Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of History Hobo Plays TimeGuessr, where I play TimeGuessr daily challenges. We had a pretty low score yesterday, let's see if we can do better today. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoy the videos. Let's get into the game. Okay, here we go. Okay, we have a Jeep, I think it's the American military Jeep. We have what looks like a picture of Hitler on the front of it. Vive la France though. So I'm guessing we're in France, more than likely. We have tram tracks here. Is this France being liberated maybe? Do these look like American soldiers? I'd assume so. This is a bizarre picture. Voyez-vous cette couleur? I'm not sure what that means. I would assume we're more than likely in Paris with the tram tracks. And I'd say it's towards the end of the war. Probably 44, 45. I'm not sure where in Paris. We'll just go just north of the Seine. I'm not sure when Paris was liberated. I'll say 44. I know that the war ended 45, but I think maybe it was a bit earlier because the push would have gone over. It'd take a while to push over into Germany, so we'll go with 44. It was 44, but it wasn't Paris. It was a Jeep decorated with a captured photo of Adolf Hitler by the member of the First French Army, and it was in a very small place. Not even sure what city this is. Doesn't say it on here. It's not far from Strasbourg on Basel, so wouldn't have guessed there in a million years. You're usually just going to have to go Paris on a round like that. Unless you recognise the buildings, which I didn't, so not a bad score though. Okay, we have a football match or a crowd celebrating. I believe that is the Iraqi flag, and it looks like it says Iraq there. So are we in Iraq or are they playing away? If they're playing away, I've got no chance of getting this. And we have what looks like Iraqi soldiers. Do I recognize any teams? Not really, no. So we must be in a football stadium in Iraq, I would assume. I don't think they've qualified for any major tournaments or anything like that. And to have the Iraqi soldiers there, I would assume that we're probably in Baghdad. I don't know if we have a football stadium in Baghdad. Probably do. If we can find one, I'm not sure. Might take a bit of searching this one. Here's a football stadium. I think we'd have to go here, really. Is this the National Stadium? Let's just go to the satellite view. We'll say we're on this side, or are we at an end? We'll go central. That seems reasonable enough. Now a year here. Anyone got a phone? He's got a point and shoot camera here. Is that an Aston Villa shirt? I'm not sure. Any other phones? He's got a walkie-talkie. Doesn't help me. He's got an old phone. Looks like some kind of Nokia or something like that. It's got to be after the Iraq War, surely. So I would say we're maybe like 2008-ish here, possibly. Is this a phone with a camera on it? Or it might be. It might not be a point and shoot. Don't know how long it took for more modern phones like the iPhone to reach Iraq. I don't know. Obviously, there was a lot of devastation after the war. but those phones, I might say 2010 here. Let's go 2010. 2009. That wasn't the right stadium. So members of the Iraqi National Guard police celebrating during a football tournament in Baghdad. So it was over here. I didn't see this stadium. That makes sense. This stadium makes far more sense. I probably should have spent the time looking for another stadium because it did look open air, this stadium. But still a good score, only 6 kilometers away. Okay. We've got Latin by the looks of it. Visit Leo de Tribvi Ivda. Is this Vatican maybe? Is this where the Pope stands when there's a new Pope or when he gives speeches? If it is, I can probably line it up with satellite view and just check. The fact there's only what appears to be Latin here. I think let's have a look at the satellite view and go. I haven't had a round in Vatican for quite a while. And I think this probably is this building we're looking at here. Yeah, St. Peter's Basilica. And the plaza. Do we have a statue? I assume this is probably the statue here. Unless there's another one for closer up. We have these walls, which are these. Quite surprised that we're not as close to that. We have steps in front of us, whereas we don't really have steps here. No, maybe it is this. It's just maybe the angle, a low angle, giving a perspective that it's a bit closer, because we have these kind of bollards, big round concrete things going around this statue, and it appears we do have that here. So I would say the picture's taken from approximately here, maybe slightly off to the side, just to there. Okay. Now let's look at the year. Cold weather coverage. They're wearing bigger coats. Doesn't really help. Fox fur. That's an actual fox as well by the looks of it. Interesting. Some of these hats look pretty old, like almost 30s fashion. Are we that old? It's kind of hard to tell. You're not going to see any vehicles in this area regardless. But some of these jackets look a bit more modern. I don't know whether it's just the Italian fashion of the time. Thinking maybe late 30s here. Approaching the war maybe. Yeah. The fact that nearly all the women, or I think actually all the women, are wearing a hat. I think late 30s here might work. Like a 38 or something like that. Could be completely wrong here. This could be into the 50s, but I don't think it is. Let's go for it. I was 31. It was even earlier. Damn it. That's a shame. I should have gone and trusted my instincts with those clothes. They did seem definitely 30s hats. Only 6.9 meters away though, so made up for it on the location there. Okay, we have a building that's been destroyed. Kirby. These people seem rather happy about it for some reason. This is weird. Is this during the Blitz? Don't know why they'd be celebrating though. But these outfits, they remind me of World War II, like the military police kind of outfits, or maybe it's like the from the TV show Dad's Army, which is like the home forces with the older men who couldn't go to war, would like provide kind of reserve forces in case the country was invaded. Definitely could be London. Mind you, there was a few cities in England that were bombed. Birmingham, London, Coventry, we have even York possibly. But more than likely it's going to be London. So this could be. Is there any clue as to where it could be? I think that says Lambeth Walk, which would be in London. Lambeth is a fairly famous area of London, so I'm going to go there. I have no idea where in London it is. I've just heard of Lambeth. Where would it be? Oh, it's Lambeth here. So have we got a Lambeth Walk anywhere around here? Whether it's actually in Lambeth or whether it's just a street called Lambeth Walk, I don't know. I can't see any names of any streets actually named Lambeth anything, unfortunately. That's not uncommon in the UK to have street names named after places that are nowhere near it. But I think we'll still leave it in Lambeth. It makes sense to leave it in that area. Oh, we have a Lambeth Road here, so maybe we are near here. That was Lambeth Road, I believe. Do we have a Lambeth Walk? Yeah, I don't want to spend hours searching London. But we'll leave it there then. And then I'm going to say it's probably, when was the Blitz? Mostly mid-war, 42, 43 maybe. Let's go 42. Let's go for that. That was 40. It's even earlier. And we're a bit further north into London. Is it actually on Lambeth Walk? Yeah, Lambeth Walk. At least I got the right city there, because it could have been a fair few different cities with the Blitz. Good score though. Next round and last round. Okay, I recognize this statue. But where do I recognize it from? We've got a lot of graffiti on it. We've got some pro-Palestinian protests, so I'm assuming this is probably this year. We also have a lot of fireworks, so is this like New Year's this year? And a lot of phones, so I would suggest it probably is, although some of these might be a bit older. It's hard to tell when you got the camera app on. Oh, what have I done there? It's hard to tell when you've got the camera app on, because it often gives you a black bar at the top and the bottom. So I think this must be this year, surely, if it's a free Gaza thing. It might be 2023 coming into 2024, but if the fireworks have gone off, I would think it might be just into 2024. Now, Republic something, I can't read that because of the graffiti. And Cecile, so it sounds French, that's for sure. So is it Paris? Is that where I know this from? Quite likely. We've got a South African flag there. A lot of different protest flags. Doesn't look like South Africa though. I would assume this is Paris. This building style fits for Paris, I think. And the French here. De la République. Yeah, I would say it is French. Must be a big square with a statue in the middle. We might be able to find this in Paris. Probably a famous one, but I haven't been to Paris since I was a child, so I won't remember these. Have we got any big squares that it could be? Like here. I'm not sure what that is. Is that a statue or not? I don't really know if that's a statue there. We'll go there, even though I can't really tell what it is. But I think we won't be too far away if it is Paris. Let's go for it. We were over here. I think I've had this location before and I got it wrong again. I think I got it wrong last time. It's this square. That makes sense. I'll have to remember that this has the statue in the middle of it. So thousands gathered in the Republic Square. Oh, it's called the Republic Square. I should have seen that. Following the second round of French elections. Oh, so this was actually literally the other day. So I'm not sure. It's just a fresh one, and the fireworks must have been celebrating the election or something like that, or I'm not really sure there. But final score, a decent score. I could have done a lot better there. I feel a couple of rounds were a bit poor, but let's put that in. Almost back up to 46,000. It's going to be hard to maintain that, I think. Let's check the... Oh, that's not what I meant to click. Let's check the breakdown. So first round, perfect year. Just a shame about the location, but that was a difficult location. The next one, Baghdad. I should have searched for that stadium. This stadium was too modern, the one that I selected. Again, the year was only one off. The Italy, the Vatican City, I should have done better on the year there. I knew those clothes looked older. It's just some of them, the jackets they were wearing looked a bit more modern, so it confused me a little bit. 7 years off, perfect location. Then the London, I saw Lambeth Road. I couldn't not go for Lambeth or Lambeth Walk. I probably would have scored better up here, but I didn't lose too much there. And the last round was very good. Paris, perfect round. Very easy to date that with the Palestine protests. Yeah, not a bad score overall. I think I could do better. I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.